Cool. Community.
Yeah, community.
I feel our project, in the group project, the part that really tackles community is that what our product itself, it can be used by multi-user at the same time because it has so many modular pieces, right? As you said, it could be for a person lying down, have a desk right next to them, or it can be, that modular pieces can form multiple seating area for, I don't know, for his friends to sit around with him. That would be a community, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, think about it like this. Let's say we have a reading cafe as our context. I mean, let's not say it is like we have our context as a reading cafe, and we have a lounge chair that has modular parts. And if there are regular customers here who all use this chair, they have something in common, and don't they, like, in a way, become a community themselves?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is different. It is certainly designing for a community, though. Though it might only be used by one person per usage time. So I guess it's a repetitive pattern of usage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're designing for a reading cafe, the people who goes into the cafe, or the people who usually spend their time in that context are usually readers, probably doing the essays or doing
Just
whatever
reading.
Yeah, just reading.
Could be.
Just reading. Okay. So
Or like anything they want. It's a cafe.
Hmm.
But if it's a reading cafe, there's like additional things in it, like.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I get back to that original topic of community. I think it's really about considering like our furniture is act as a complement piece to the context, right? So it means we need to make certain compromises on that piece of furniture in order to adapt, or in order for it to be suitable for that environment.
For it to fit into the community of readers and people who go to a cafe, it needs certain things.
So sometimes it's about reduction. It's about taking away the unnecessary element. Like for example, the concept we were given was a sleeping chair with duvets and public space, right? I felt that was contradicting to the element of a piece of furniture designed for a community area because, well, for example, the first thing that comes up in my head would be a hygiene issue of duvet using multiple times by different strangers.
And not even just to do, I'm sorry to cut you out, but not even just to do a duvet, but I guess in a way, when you enter a cafe, you become a part of the community of that cafe because you're in it with multiple people at the same time and you share one thing in common. You're all in that cafe at the same time. Yeah. And if you were to isolate yourself from that community, it wouldn't really be in your benefit.
Yeah, like when we are bringing this design direction to Fabian, she raised a concern about bringing her children with her. She wouldn't feel safe for her children to go near anyone who's in this isolation zone, right? Because this is what they are doing or thinking is not really visible for others. So there's that, like, how would you put it? A safety concern?
Yeah, it is a safety concern. But in the same time, when you're in a community, when you're in a public space, there's also the case of you look at everybody. You're free to look at anything you want, and the same with products. And you see how people use products.
Just about being open. It's about being honest.
Yeah, it's about being honest with your environment as well. I feel like in a cafe, like we talked about before, instead of isolating yourself from that community, it's better to be a community. Become a part of the community.
Well, otherwise you wouldn't have been here in the first place if you aren't searching for that experience.
It doesn't make as much sense. Yeah. So like in a way, there's also a community with the people who play with the chair themselves, because if one person puts it on one side, another person creates a different variant. Because there's 4 pieces, a lot of ways to do it. There's approximately like 40 different ways of putting it together by different people, and people who try it and people who tell other people about it. And in the same cafe, people who ask for, can I get one of the pieces? I need it for my friend.
Yeah, I think that's quite essential, to be honest. Say our design, right? We have this area where we have, say we have 2 blocks, 1 chair for each seat settings, right? And we have, say, in total 5 settings. And perhaps one may want to borrow 1 block from other user in order to, I don't know, to build something different in their own chair.
Exactly.
I guess that would be an amplification of community senses, I guess.
Yeah.
But what I feel really strongly about is that I felt the word community, like how we have approached the word community in this project, is by changing and removing some of the element from its original concept, like the duvet, like the element of having a lamp in a bed,
Yes.
that isolation intention. We want to get rid of that. I think that's where community take part.
Yeah, I think instead of getting rid of it, what we did was we transformed it into a more community, social aspect of it.
Yeah, we made a connection
Yeah,
between.
you don't have to be social in the chair. It's a lounge chair for comfort, for reading,
But
for whatever you want to use it
it's important to have
as.
that visibility for everyone else
Yes.
in that scenario, so people do feel safe. Yeah.
Because when somebody wants to isolate themselves in a public space, it feels like they're hiding something. It feels mysterious.
Why
it
would you
feels
come?
dangerous.
Yeah, why would you come near us if you're hiding something? Why would you come near us at the first place? Yeah.
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 And also, like in a reading cafe, I've looked at a couple online, and I went to a couple before. So, how it is, I think it becomes a community in itself because it's basically a context for what you want to do, but you're not alone in it. There's a community around it. There's same people.
You get to ask random questions. Yeah.
Yeah, you can like meet people. You can ask for books. You can ask for recommendations. Even if it's more like silent zone than an actual cafe, I don't think it's like an antisocial community in itself. It's still very social. In my opinion.
I mean, although you are doing an individual task, but you're doing it in this a community context. You know,
Yes.
where there's people around you. I mean, though you're not talking to them, you're not interacting with them, but knowing the fact that they are there and potentially you can go to them, that makes a difference. I think.
Yes, instead of having a wall around you
I guess.
in a cafe.
Well, I think it's actually quite important to keep our original design proposals element of the idea of people can exchange blocks. I want to go to this person and say, hey, could I borrow that block from your chair so that I can make something else? I
Yes.
think that's actually a very key point for social cohesion or community. Yeah.
Yeah.